Hi, I'm Erica, and I hope your week is off to a fantastic start. I'm thrilled that you're here, and if you're new to the Tea Minds, then welcome. This is a lovely, warm, cosy space where we pause for tea so that we can reconnect with ourselves, rebalance our mind, body, and spirit, and learn how to savour those precious moments before they slip away. In each episode, we explore how something as simple as a cup of tea can be a gateway to mindfulness, mental fitness, and learning to be more present in the way that we live. With inspiring tea routines, thought-provoking insights, and heartfelt conversations with amazing guests, this is your time to pause, rebalance, and thrive. Life is fast, but your tea doesn't have to be. So pop the kettle on, grab your favourite mug, and let's dive into the art of living with a tea mind. Hello and welcome. I am Erica Moore, a tea and mental wellbeing entrepreneur, and welcome to the Tea Mind podcast. I wanted to give you a little introduction to what this podcast is all about. And to start with, I'll explain a little bit about the tea mind. So it's really a concept rooted in mindfulness and presence, and it blends the simple act of preparing and drinking tea with practices that nurture personal growth, mental clarity, and emotional balance. And it really draws inspiration from Zen philosophy and traditional tea rituals. And it encourages you to slow down long enough to be fully engaged in the present moment so that you can really integrate your mind, body, and spirit. And I initially created the Tea Mind system based on traditional Chinese medicines to support my own personal growth and development. And I was fascinated at the Chinese five elements and just how it applied to every aspect of life and how I could use that as a tool to create more harmony, balance, and fulfillment in my own life. And when I started coupling the five elements philosophy with tea and began creating little daily tea routines, then my life really changed and my business Etiquette Tea grew, and I was able to really overcome lots of limiting beliefs, get rid of self-sabotaging behaviours. I could dream a little bigger by carving out these little moments while I was having my pause for tea every day to mentally rehearse things so that I could start to achieve even bigger goals. And all that led to much more fulfillment, balance, and harmony in my life. And I'm really keen to share that with more people and to build a community of like-minded people who are keen to use the tea mind system and the Chinese five elements and tea to get a little bit more out of their one precious lives. So yeah, I've been honing and expanding this tea mind system ever since through things like tea meditation, Reiki, neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, some gentle hypnosis, and so much more. And I love being able to support others in this process. So a little bit about me then. I basically love tea. I love to nothing more than to sit with a cup of tea, a blank notepad, and just dream. And I use the pause for tea to make those dreams happen now. Um, as you'll discover as we go through this season, the five elements really relate to different personality types as well. So I am basically 100% water element. I'm basically 80% of that I think is tea and the rest is water. I'm very happy in, near or surrounded by water. And as you'll discover when you get into your own personal element, this isn't terribly helpful for action. So I really need to use my tea routines to rebalance my wood element so I can take action and get rid of some of the fear that can subsume water element type people. So thankfully, I've discovered and developed many tools and tea routines that help me get past these obstacles so that I can create a life that I love and work on that every single day. So it's no surprise that I live by the water. I live in a lovely sunny place in Scotland called Dunbar in East Lothian. Apparently, it's the sunniest place in Scotland. I'm a wobbly surfer, but I just love getting in the water, being near water, getting out in nature, just being in awe of the ocean and the seasons. And I know only too well how easy it is to go down a track on autopilot, only to wake up one day and realise that you're actually on the wrong path. And I had my wake up moment when I was in the bath, more water, one morning way back in 2007. Fast forward 18 months later, and I had quit my job as a litigation lawyer, travelled around Sri Lanka and India by myself on a tea mission, and then moved my poor husband and my rabbit Dave all the way from London to Edinburgh so that I could start my tea business, Etiquette Tea, which was during the economic crash of 2008. All these years later, I'm pleased to say Etiquette is still thriving alongside the Tea Mind, and I'm super grateful for my bath moment all those years ago. So, what's coming up then? So, over the next 5 weeks, I'm going to take the time to introduce you to each of the different five elements in turn and their associated tea types. And we'll be delving into the winter element of water and white tea. And then over the coming seasons, as well as suggesting more tea routines to help you through and support you during that particular season, I'll be sharing some tips and recipes and speaking to a lot of inspiring guests to discover how they go about rebalancing their mind, body, and spirit. So you'll discover inspiration and tools on how to use the pause for tea in your everyday life so that you can really start to rebalance and thrive. So yeah, that is it. I'm really excited to have you on the journey here. So pop the kettle on and join me as we delve into the art of living with a tea mind. Thank you.